Hey guys, it's Cassie. I just want to get on here and make my first video. I live in Fall Branch, Tennessee. Which is 15 or less minutes from Chucky. I knew the victims. I knew the family. My husband works with the grandfather. It's hard. I knew the suspect. There's going to be a lot that comes out that no one will know or understand, or even the people around here doesn't understand why. And that's the saddest part. Little Jesse Allen and Sherry Cole were murdered April 24th, 2022. The time has not been foundered. No one knows. All I know is my story. My story is that at 10:53, we went and picked up the suspect from his home, not knowing what had occurred. My husband picked up the boy at 10:58 because he called us at 10:32. We brought him back to the house, where he proceeded to laugh and cut up with us on our front porch. Then I proceeded to go to bed because I had to go to work the next day. My husband decided, he was going to go to bed too. The suspect asked my husband if he could talk to him outside. He didn't want to say it in front of me. He had told us that, and I quote, Bill killed Mama and Jesse. My husband, of course, flipped out and called him by his name and said, "You better not be playing. Don't play with me." And the suspect said, "No, they're behind the house." I seen Bill coming up from the back of the house, where they were later found, with a hammer. At this time, it was 11:30. My husband told the suspect to get in the truck, and they proceeded to go to 7100 Old Snaps Ferry Road in Chucky. I called my brother-in-law and told him we had a problem. My brother-in-law proceeded to get in his vehicle along with my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law and headed to 7100 Old Snaps Ferry Road, where they discovered the bodies of Sherry Cole and Jesse Allen behind the house. I know because I was on the phone with my husband at 11:40. My husband ran and told my mother-in-law to call 911. I proceeded to get in my car and get my dog and go to my mother-in-law's house, which is 2 minutes from the crime scene, right over the hill. And from 12 to 5:30, my husband, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law were kept at 7100 Old Snaps Ferry Road, where they proceeded to take the suspect and his grandfather to Greene County for questioning. There's going to be a lot come out, but no one deserves to die the way they did. No one deserves to lose their life the way they did. No one deserves that. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying that. I don't care how you were abused. I don't care if you were SA'd. I don't care. That does not give you the right to take someone's life, especially your little brothers and your mamas. You have no right. My husband has lost sleep because of this, because finding the bodies. My brother-in-law has lost sleep due to finding these bodies. It's so hard. It's so hard. I don't feel safe. But I know, and I hope and I pray that justice is served, because no one deserves this. No one deserves the heartache. No one deserves the pain. Now a 16-year-old has lost his entire life. A 7-year-old will never get to know who he will become because of the actions of a 16-year-old murderer. It's just heartbreaking. But I want to clear some things up. The news is saying that there were witnesses to it. There was no witnesses. There was the people on the scene that found the bodies, and they called 911. The only two people that were there whenever the crime occurred was the 16-year-old and the grandfather. It was after the crime occurred is when the witnesses got there. So please keep that in mind whenever you post. I've seen so many, well, the witnesses didn't stop them. They weren't there. Tennessee isn't barbaric, is not a barbaric state. That's a 7-year-old. Rest in peace, Jesse. Rest in peace, Sherry. You guys will be missed. Jesse, I planted your little flower you always wanted to plant. I planted it for you, buddy. And I'm going to make it grow. I'm going to make it grow. Thank y'all for listening. Have a good day.